Tim Cook on iPhone battery controversy. Maybe we should have been clearer. While visiting the Apple data center located in Reno, Nevada this afternoon, Apple CEO Tim Cook did a quick interview with Rebecca Jarvis of ABC News, where he discussed Apple's economic announcements and touched on the ongoing controversy over power management features in older iPhones. According to Cook, when the power management features were first introduced in iOS 10.2.1, Apple did explain what was going on, but following the controversy, he believes Apple should have been clearer. The company did indeed mention that the shutdown issue was caused by uneven power delivery and explained that its power management system had been tweaked, but there was no clear notice that it could cause devices to operate more slowly at times. Cook says Apple deeply apologizes to customers who thought the company had other motivations. About a year ago, we released some code that essentially what it does is all batteries age over time and they become unhealthy at a point in time, and an unhealthy battery has a probability that it will create an unexpected restart. When we did put it out, we did say what it was, but I don't think a lot of people were paying attention and maybe we should have been clearer as well. And so we deeply apologize for anybody that thinks we had some other kind of motivation. Much of the rest of the interview focused on the announcements that Apple made today. The company plans to repatriate much of its $250 billion in overseas cash thanks to a change in U.S. tax policy, which will result in Apple paying $38 billion in taxes. Along with the tax bill, investments, the creation of a new campus, and more, Apple believes it will directly contribute $350 billion to the U.S. economy over the next 5 years, along with 20,000 new jobs. When asked about whether Apple would have been able to make these announcements without the tax policy changes, Cook said there are large parts of the announcement that are the result of the tax reform and large parts that Apple would have done in any situation. He went on to explain that the corporate part of the recent tax bill has the potential to bring a faster-growing economy. There are two parts of the tax bill. There's a corporate piece and an individual piece. I do believe the corporate side will result in job creation and a faster-growing economy. When asked about whether Apple would introduce a cheaper iPhone, Cook said it was unlikely, telling Jarvis that the phone costs what the innovation inside of it costs. The final bit of the interview touched on where Apple might open its new campus, which was announced by the company earlier today. Cook said details will be shared later in the year, but it won't be in Texas or California, where Apple already has campuses in Austin and Cupertino, respectively.